welcome to the Tara Sharma Show Lockdown Series. We've tried to do it at 11:30 a.m. on Sunday, just like the Tara Sharma Show. And we're excited. Asa Maria, hi. COVID, hi. Abhishek, hi. We're excited because we're having an amazing guest on the show today. We are going to have the fantastic Kalki Kekla. And I'm just about to get Kalki on. And before I do that, I'm just cooling down this place so that it's not too hot. Give me 1 second, I'll be back. Just setting things up. This is our at-home live, so it's all a bit chaotic. As you guys know, life with me is chaotic. But we're about to have Kalki come on now. So is everyone ready for your questions for the amazing Kalki? So going live right now, waiting for Kalki, and she's about to come on live. I'm not sure I'm going to do this with Facebook.
Wait,
Hi,
this is
Kalki.
Hi, hang on. Let me get the camera on the right direction.
I can see a little Sappho toy.
Elephant. That was a little elephant. Yeah.
Hi, here everyone. We've got Kalki, the amazing Kalki Kekla on
Yes.
the
How are you doing?
We're fine, touchwood. How are you? Kal?
I'm alive.
How's baby?
I survived.
How's
She's amazing. She's amazing. I love her. She's with my partner at the moment.
with Guy? The mysterious, amazing Guy?
Yes. Nice guy.
You know, Kal, I've been thinking of you so much because one thing is to have had a baby just now, the most incredible thing in the world, and then to be locked down. So all the millions of people, including me, who want to come and see you, have to like this. So tell me right from the start, how did everything go? How was the last time we met was on the Tara Sharma show just before the big day. So how did everything go and how is everything? Tell me.
So, firstly, thank you for saving my life with that feeding pillow. Because the first month, I mean, why don't people talk about how hard this job is?
I agree.
That first month of feeding, like every 2 hours and being awake 24/7 pretty much was really tough. Now she's amazing. She's already sleeping like 6-7 hours a night. So I'm really happy. But in the first month, I was like, how the hell are women doing this all the time and not making a huge fuss about it?
Absolutely. Honestly, you're right. People don't talk about it honestly enough. And having said that, I think everyone's experience is so different. So I think there's also an element of not getting too much advice because you don't want to be like, you have to, I think, sift out what works for you and what doesn't. So, So what Kals is referring to is this amazing feeding pillow, which I admit I found a lifesaver, and it's actually one of the few things that whenever people say, "Oh, what do you recommend?" You don't want to lie, but that's actually one of the biggest godsends because it's got that flat back and it's flat.
So you keep your back straight. Yeah,
exactly. So you don't hurt your back. So anyone out there, any new moms? Comfy feeding pillow is fantastic, and it's actually not available that much, so you need to look out for it. Coming back to the actual delivery, how was it? Because you are like Miss Super Fit, amazing, fantastic. So how did it go? The water birthing.
Yeah. So wait, every time Guy says anything, complains about being tired, I just say, hang on, I gave birth. That's my answer to all arguments now.
Absolutely, and it's a valid one.
You think you're so prepared for it. You've done some I had a great doula who got me really prepared. She made me do all these breathing exercises and techniques. I knew how I was exercising every day till the last minute. I had even done some meditations that you can do, hypnobirthing techniques. I was like, I'm so ready. I'm ready for this. And it was so tough. 18 hours of labor. And I had contractions from the start every 3 minutes. So I was sapped by the time I got to proper dilation. I was so zapped that I literally, guy was holding me in the tub because I was sinking between contractions and falling asleep. And I had, we were a bit under a lot of pressure on the 18th hour because, Sappho had passed some meconium. So that's like when the baby poops inside you and you have to get the baby out because it can infect her if she swallows it. So we were certainly in a hurry and I was pushing like crazy and I literally had guy holding me from behind. One doctor was pushing me, my stomach down like this with both fists. And my other doctor, she was like sort of, just pulling out Sappho from down there. And I was like, I'm never going to be able to do this. I even said to my doctors, please, please just cut me open, give me a C-section. I can't do it. It's not going to happen. But somehow, miraculously, it happened. And of course, the moment it happened, I forgot everything else. I was literally laughing. Guy was crying when she was born, and I was laughing because I was so happy.
Absolutely. And I remember that euphoria that you feel. Like I still, when I think back, I get this whole flood of emotions because you're just so overwhelming and you just feel like you're the best thing in the universe and only you've ever accomplished this. Like I really, and then of course you think like, okay, most of the world.
Then you can go through anything after that in life, I feel.
Absolutely.
And also, I remember I had torn a little in my vagina, so they had to sew me up. I didn't feel a thing. I was like, they're sewing me up. There's blood. There's my placenta coming out. There's everything, and I'm like, baby on you. It's so crazy.
Oh my God, it's it's all coming back to me because I realized one thing also. Once you're a mom, is you kind of live in the moment. So often there are things that you forget. So now when you're saying all this, I have this vivid memory of them showing me the placenta, and honestly, everything just looked amazing, and I was shivering. And I remember the dad of our doctor, Dr. Firoz Sunawala's dad, came in just to say congratulations. Because I was such a crazy person. I was so thrilled that I pulled off my robe and said, look, I'm back to normal. I think he got such a shock. He got such a shock because I think he just come to sort of say congrats to this demure girl, and I was just so euphoric. So that's just amazing. I think the most incredible feeling. And from what I've been seeing of your posts and whatever, I've follow with you and whatever I've remembered speaking of before. I know that you're an amazing mummy. I can already see that. I saw you playing and singing a lullaby to your little one. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So do you feel that you were kind
one to know one.
Yeah. But do you feel you were kind of made to be a mama, or do you think was it all quite new to you? Were you a very maternal sort of person before, or has it kind of surprised you?
I've always loved kids. I've always been very, like kid friendly with friends' kids. I've been great with kids, but I think only in the last two or 3 years I've really wanted kids. Like I've felt this even before I met Guy. Actually, just like the last few years, I've had this very strong will to want to have a child. And actually, my cutoff date was 35 years old. I said at 35, if I haven't met the guy that I'm supposed to have kids with, I'm going to have a kid on my own. This was what I had said, and luckily I met somebody because I think, my God, respect to single mothers, how they do it. I have a very contributing husband, boyfriend, partner, whatever, and it's still hard,
Absolutely, no, absolutely, a full hats off. And I think one of my favorite lines when I started doing the show was each to their own, and everyone's journey and everyone's story is perfect for them, because I think there is a tremendous, I don't know if you felt it at all, but there's quite a lot of societal pressures when it comes to certain things. And I think it takes a strong person not to get swayed by those. So did you ever feel that there was any, like you said, husband, partner, whatever, was there ever any sort of societal stuff that troubled you, or were you like strong enough to say, listen,
I think I'm used to it,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, someone is going to judge you no matter what,
Absolutely. Just in one ear, not the other.
Yeah. and same with advice. You get advice from every direction, and they all mean well, but after a while, you're just like, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
You just have to
Absolutely.
you have to do it your own way. You have to make your own path in life, like everything else.
Absolutely. And I think people really respect you when you stick to that, because I know as a
Yeah,
person earlier, I used to get much more affected by, you know, by
what
opinion.
people
And
think.
then, yeah, and then I realized
लोग
actually
क्या
the stronger you,
कहेंगे?
what?
लोग क्या कहेंगे?
हाँ बिल्कुल लोग क्या कहेंगे and all that, but then eventually when you stick to what you really believe, people really do respect that. So
Yeah.
now coming to this strange time that we're living in, I mean,
Mm,
it's unbelievable. I think often I feel like we're in a movie, and is this really happening?
yeah.
So
Crazy.
how, yeah, so soon after Sappho was born, and thank God for you that everything happened before. But having said that, for
Yeah.
anyone who is delivering, I'm sure it's all going to be fine. So don't stress for all our viewers out there. But
Yeah.
you know, um, when lockdown was announced, how has it been as a new mom, with even getting all your stuff and managing things, or having people who want to come visit? How are you finding all that? Or is it amazingly amazing to be bonding just you guys together? How are you sort of taking it?
It's both. It's both. So firstly, I had like 1 month of practice of lockdown before lockdown started, because
Yeah,
the first 40 days of isolation with your baby are
yeah,
there, right? So I was anyway at home taking care of Sappho.
yeah,
Um, and in the beginning of this lockdown, I was thankfully well prepared. I had all the clothes and diapers and everything that I needed for a while.
yeah,
But in the beginning of this lockdown, I didn't think it was going to last. I thought maybe a few days, 10 days, whatever that they had said. So I
yeah,
was treating it like part of my holiday.
yeah,
And
yeah,
now that it's a month has passed, I'm like, okay, this is the norm. This is
yeah,
life. If we don't want to go insane, we need to treat this like going to office. So, I've started bringing everything home, my exercise routine, waking
yeah,
up at 9 every day,
yeah,
making sure I do things in the day.
yeah.
I do some reading, some play work, some writing, whatever. Just keeping some discipline in my life, because I don't think it's gonna go away anytime soon.
I
You know.
quite agree. I quite agree, Kalks. I think, making the best of it and actually making it part of our new normal, having routine,
Yeah.
as you said, is such a help. And, for all the parents out there, I think in their own way, kids are just such a help, because they're also so resilient. I mean, it's been an absolute eye opener for us, just to
Yeah.
see how kids just get on with it. I don't want to speak too soon because they're around here somewhere, and I don't want them to hear me praise them too much. But the fact is that they haven't really complained, which I find quite
Yeah.
amazing, considering they must be missing sort of going for football or playing with friends, but they just
Yeah.
did it.
Yeah.
And you
There,
know
Sappho's been like, yeah, a blessing that way,
yeah,
really.
and just to
Like
wake
the
up
whole
and
world,
see
I
that.
feel like the whole world has stopped for Sappho so
Yeah.
that she can get her
Oh,
parents at home and, get all the attention she needs.
yeah, I
It's
think
like
I absolutely.
double-sided coin.
I think that's one of the pros, if one has to look on the bright side. And I think most of us, people like all of us, try and see the positive in things, that hopefully,
Hmm.
of course, Corona goes and we're all fine, touch wood. But the pros, I think, are that family bonding. Also, the environment. We talked about it on the Tara Sharma show
Yeah,
about climate
yeah.
change, and how this really is, in a way, a sign for humans to treat the earth better.
Yeah.
For Sappho,
The
for all that
birds.
she
I
did,
mean, we're hearing so many more birds. And did you see the post about the flamencos?
yeah,
There was like 1,000 million flamencos in Bombay. It's
absolutely. It's
yeah,
amazing.
nature is like coming back in style. She's not like waiting, she's going for it.
Absolutely. And I really, really hope that the respected leaders stop any destructive projects and just listen to nature, and, hopefully development is sustainable and not destructive. So I'm so excited that you said yes to doing this. And I have to admit, I have to tell all our viewers that honestly, both Kalk and me, and this is, I think, the beauty of being um, mums doing these things because it was so last minute that we were like
Yeah.
rushing to the thing to the so for
It
all
all depends on how Sappho sleeps the night before.
exactly. That's what I mean, and that's what I love about honestly impromptu stuff. And I think it happens a lot, not just for parents but everyone. I think when you feel something, you just do it. And I'm so glad that Cults made this happen because otherwise, one tends to put so much into doing something that sometimes it defeats the actual purpose of a actual chat and what you really feel like saying so strongly. So, Cults, what about grandparents? Have you had grandparents visit Sappho? Has
So
she?
yeah, thankfully both my mother and Guy's mother stayed with
Yes.
us for the first few weeks of
Yes.
birth.
Okay.
Just so they got to see Sappho, and I mean, we really needed their support and help because we didn't take a nanny. We wanted to do things ourselves.
Yes.
So that was great to have them here. But now, yeah, obviously now they're back home, and we're all in separate places. So
Yes.
a lot of video calls, a lot of showing videos and photos and the progress that
Yes.
Sappho is making.
That's so lovely. So again, you kind of got the best of both because I think to be locked down with
Yeah.
parents or in-laws, as amazing as it is, may not have been like
Yeah.
the
That,
easiest thing for
yes,
so
that
long
would
with a
be
little
tough.
baby. So I think having had that quality time and now, hopefully this won't be too long, but I think you're right. There's no like definite end in sight for when it's going to change. So, on that note, Tulsi, I love chatting with you and I could keep you here and keep on going on and on and on. But I wanted to just say, we've got lots and lots and lots of questions coming in.
Yeah.
And somebody just said there, what a beautiful name. What is Sappho and how did you come up with that name? So would you like
Oh,
to?
yeah. So Sappho is, yeah, it's a nice story. She was a Greek poet in the 600 BC. So she was actually the first record of a female poet
Oh, oh
ever
wow.
in the history of mankind. So, girl power. And she used to write both about her lovers, which were both men and women.
Oh,
First woman poet was also bisexual.
yes.
And the first time I met Guy, we had met for 3 days. I was on a holiday there, and we thought we'd never see each other. We said bye and blah. We thought we'd never see each other. And he gifted me a book, which was Sappho's poems.
Lovely.
So yeah, I kept that book, and yeah,
How lovely. And
yeah.
I I'm actually we're watching Fauda. Have you seen Fauda?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Fauda, yeah,
Fauda,
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 yeah,
Fauda. So
yeah,
we're watching
yeah.
it and
It's a
I
good
think
show.
amazing, amazing. And I
Yeah.
have some really close Israeli friends, and I have to say, Rupak and me always say there's so much similarity to Indians in so many ways. I think the warmth and the sort of being
Yeah, yeah.
family
It's that,
oriented.
yeah, and that mix of West and East, East and West. I
Absolutely.
think, to be like, to have so many different cultures. I mean, Guy is part Iranian, part Russian, part Polish. So, he's got such a mix of cultures in him.
Yeah, and like
Yeah,
you're all mixed and you're from here,
yeah, yeah,
from good old Amchi, India.
yeah.
Nah, so I think those, and
Yeah.
we talked about this
And
on
not
the show
Tamil
as well.
ponne, but
Yes,
je suis française, mais
this
हिंदी भी
is
बात कर सकते हो अभी थोड़ा
what,
थोड़ा.
yeah, so you speak something like 10 languages. So Sappho's going to be speaking, I think, 15 when she's a little older, but that's so amazing. And so that was one question. What a beautiful story. And then we've got someone else asking, so Kalts, do you think that you bring up Sappho as you were brought up, or are you doing different things, or do you think you're influenced by how you were brought up too, or what do you think about that?
Well, I think life is slightly different because I was brought up in Oroville in a small community, and now I'm living in Bombay. It's city life. It's gonna be different,
Yeah,
for sure. But definitely the language thing. For example, a guy is speaking to her only in Hebrew. I'm speaking to her in French,
yeah,
uh, and Hindi, and we speak with each other in English. So she's got some languages there. And of course, once the lockdown is over, I think, just interaction with all kinds of people is really important for us. that she's not like over, how to say, like overprotected and kept, you know,
Absolutely.
I think that's a very important thing. There's a book called Let Them Eat Dirt.
Yeah.
So, let them play in the mud, let them, just be
Absolutely.
real, climb
Absolutely.
trees.
Yes, I know. And I think that is such an important part. And as a mom myself, I think one of the things is you always question yourself. Like I keep thinking I'm doing something wrong, I'm not doing it right. But I think that's a part of it. But you go with your gut. And I also have this, we both, Rupak and me have this whole let them be kind of feeling too. And one of the things that hurts me now, I have to admit, and I won't say it in front of the kids, is I just hope that day isn't too far away when we can just climb those trees and run around again, That hurt. You know what
Right.
I mean? Like right now, it's sometimes I just wake up in the night and I'm like, oh my God, those football matches, when will they happen? But we have to have
Right.
faith that they will. And
Yeah.
all the proceeds from any views on all my platforms are going to help feed less privileged children and migrant workers in this time, because I think that's one thing that we all, especially living in India, are so aware of the disparities and the fact that
Yeah.
we can speak about this amazing time we're having or making the best of it
I
with
think,
in our home.
yeah.
But there's so many people who don't have that. So, do you have any
Yeah.
thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, if any of us can contribute, please do contribute. I think
Yeah,
it's a time where we all have to come together and help those in need. And I also
absolutely.
feel this time has made us so much, hopefully will make us more empathetic to those who work for us in our households. I think we still
Absolutely.
have a very, unfortunately, slavery kind of system.
Yeah,
We keep saying there's no caste system, but we still, um, many people don't give their maids, for example, a day off in the week, or make them work certain hours without giving them a break and things like that. And I just think we really, once we do our own housework and our own cooking, and we see the amount of work,
yeah,
the invisible work that goes around us, and that the whole city kind of functions on, is
yeah.
based on these people, and they need more respect. We need to look after their health better. We need to, care for them. They
Absolutely.
support the economy completely.
Absolutely. And I think that's such a very, very important thing to say, because there's also often this pressure, especially when people are a little bit in the public space of, oh, how are you helping or what are you doing to help? But I think, honestly, as cliched as it sounds, charity begins at home, and be nice to the people in your immediate surroundings.
Yeah.
I think that those
Yeah, if
them
you have a
will
driver
be
or you have staff that are not being used, please keep paying them.
absolutely, absolutely.
Don't just drop them off, because we're all in this situation together.
I think that's such an important thing to say, because I know, so many people ask about what charity and what this and what that. Sorry, this is YouTube, by the way. So I'm just, everyone, you're on Facebook, YouTube, and Insta. So, but this is all homegrown. So I'm trying to do it myself. But I think, yeah, helping whoever you can in whatever way, whether huge amounts of money or time or awareness or just in your immediate circles, so, so, so important. So on that note, Carl, is there anything at all you want to say? Any tips you want to give any new moms out there? Anything you want to say about what we're going through right now with Corona and lockdown? Anything at all?
Anything in the world, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't actually say about the water birth. It was, I
Yes,
have to say, a really amazing thing.
yeah,
The water helped me relax. You can't have any, you can't put an epidural, you can't have any painkillers in water birth, but the water itself becomes such a great painkiller.
wow.
And I mean, if you guys are planning to have a natural birth, I would really recommend water births. They're amazing. They're really, really amazing.
I would love to actually do a more detailed chat with you, even just about what exactly a water birth is, because I don't really know if I understand it fully. And I think it's such a fantastic um, process, such a fantastic way of birthing. So I would love to kind of understand it more. I always wanted to have a natural birth, and I went very far into it. And then I honestly really, really needed to take that epidural. Rather, I was trying to not, but my dad,
Yeah.
who was really unwell at the time, he said, you don't need to prove anything to anyone. Do what's
No,
comfortable and what's
absolutely.
working for your body. And I took that epidural at that last, at the endish time, and it was very peaceful and very comfortable.
Yeah.
So I always
No,
say,
and I would have 100% taken an epidural if I hadn't gotten in that water, because it was so bad. I was like, how am I going to do this? I couldn't believe how bad it was, the pain.
I found myself, and I've never done this. I'm I can scream my guts out when it comes to being at home with the kids in lockdown, but otherwise I'm quite calm. And that was one of the first times in the hospital room on that stretcher. I screamed, and this very lovely pediatrician was standing right there. I think he got the shock, and although he's probably used to it, but
Yeah.
so we have someone saying N Dattas 555 saying hi, Kalk, love you.
I think the comments have gotten stuck, so I can't actually see what people are saying. But hi, everybody.
Yeah,
If
I have a
people
lot
are
of
saying,
people here saying, Kalki, tell us about, we've got Moses saying in Hebrew, we say Mazel Tov, so big Mazel Tov to Kalki and the
Mazel
newborn
tov,
baby.
toda rabba, toda rabba. I'm learning Hebrew online. I'm having online classes.
Wow, that's so cool. I know Balagan.
Balagan? What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
It means like a big balagan. Like I remember because I had this really good friend in my school when I was in Italy called Liad Agmon. And he always used to say, this is a big balagan. Big mess, big mess. Oh no, it got paused. Oh no, oh no. I hope it's not paused. Hello? Uh-oh. Oh no. Guys? Oh no. Paused on Insta. Oh no. Oh no, Kalki left. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no. Oh no, guys. What? Oh no, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm not sure what happened there. Sorry, guys. Kalki, beautiful, amazing Kalki was on, and it seems to have got cut off. I'm going to try and re-add her in a second. I'm watching all your comments, but of course, while I'm chatting to her, I can't also tune in, but I'm trying. Let me see if I can find her one more time. Or she's just sent me a message. Let me just check that message as well. 1 second, guys. I'm so sorry about this. I think it got cut. Uh-oh. Can't hear. Let me try it again. So sorry, guys. Let me see if it goes through again. Kalks added. Sorry about that. I'm so sorry, guys. Hi.
Sorry, I don't know what happened there.
I think it might have been me or you. I'm not sure. I'm honestly just figuring all this tech part out. But we've got Anam on YouTube saying Kalki speaks so well. I'm a huge fan. We've got Vineet on Facebook saying she's so beautiful. I have to say, don't you find that social media helps a lot as well, because we're in touch with so many people from our homes. And can you hear me, guys?
I can hear you now. Yes.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. I was saying, don't you find that social media actually helps a lot in this time with keeping positive and in touch with the world?
For sure. I mean, I was just thinking we're the first generation to have to go through some, like, before that, World War II. So people in the last generations have really known what it is to go through a tough wartime situation. And we're getting our taste of it, but at least we have all this communication. They didn't have anything. They didn't know what was happening in another part of the city. It's amazing.
Absolutely. I think that often that if even with the kids doing Zoom classes and being on, they're doing online schooling. And I know your brother's with you, and he's 12, right? So how's is he doing online schooling?
It's a sneak peek into my future, Tara. My God. Oh my God, what are we going to be dealing with? The teenager. First few days, he came here and he was like a indoor plant in the corner of the room. I only saw him on YouTube all day long. So then we had to make like a proper routine schedule, and now he's homeschooled. I mean, he's got some online work, and we also work with check it. And so from 9:30 in the morning till 4 p.m., he's doing schoolwork in weekdays, and then
That's
we do
amazing.
sports evening. We do like some football or some TT. We have a TT table. So yeah, we're on it.
So that's amazing. So you've actually got a big baby and a little baby. And I think this online schooling has taught us lots as well, because I was so worried about what will the kids do all day, every day. But schools have kept them so busy. And that, like, they have a morning assembly at 8:45 every Monday. And it's amazing because it just starts the week on Zoom. And we're like, get up, it's school time, get ready. And, so we can
I
do
wish
that.
we had one. I wish we had. Ours is only like Google Classroom, so we have to do a lot of work with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is also in Google Classroom and Zoom. If you want, I'll send you the link and you can tell him it's his school and we can just pretend. you never know. But so going back to some of these comments, there's hello from New York. Margarita with a straw. Amazing. Just loved it. Love to you guys from Dubai.
Thank you. Romba Nandri. Somebody was saying Tamil pesno. Tamil pesno.
You know, when you were on the Tara Sharma show season 5, where we were on a set with makeup and hair and all, unlike you look amazing always. Look at your hair. Look at me. I look like I've just woken up and I look awful.
No, you look please. You always look fantastic.
Look at your hair. You have to teach me that.
Hair.
Well, it's only because
it's just U-pins. You just put U-pins, chack. I used to do it with the chopsticks also when my hair was longer.
So I need to now, I think I need to do some major learning online on makeup and all that, because that's also going to change, right? I don't know how and when we're going to start having people, do all that. So it's going to be something. So on that note, Vivian is saying, Kalki, how's your baby? And Divakar is saying,
great.
Sam Thomas is saying hi from the USA. Kalki is my favorite. Wow, Kalki, you're really a popular person, which I know because I've seen and I'm a huge fan myself. So on that note, Kalki, I won't keep you. I know what life is like for a new mom, and I'm amazed that baby Sappho and Guy haven't intervened yet. That clearly shows that both of them.
Actually, it's about time for her to start screaming for milk.
How's the breastfeeding going, or how are you doing the feeding?
So I love it now. In the first month, I was like, how the hell am I going to do this? How am I going to keep this up? But now she's understood that there's a face attached to this boob, so it's very gratifying. And we have these beautiful interactions with each other, and she's smiling all the time. It's lovely. I love it.
Yeah, I think that's also touchwood lucky when you do enjoy that. I also quite enjoyed the breastfeeding, and I found it quite honestly convenient, because you just had to stick them there, feed and burp and back.
Yeah, you don't have to prepare everything.
Exactly. But again, I also have a lot of friends who found it difficult. So I always, say each to their own. But it is very convenient when you do just feed, and it's good for them too. So that's amazing. And on that note, guys, any last words before we say au revoir?
No. I don't want any last words. It sounds like we're going to die or something. Please, let's leave this hanging on a positive note, and have a nice, lovely Sunday.
Same to you, Kals. I'm a huge believer in positivity, and today I shared on all my family groups and all a message that this is all going to go, and we're all going to be fine, and we're going to be back to doing all the things we love very soon. So make the most of it.
I hope so, but also with consciousness and, appreciation of what we have, and not destroy everything around us.
Absolutely. I fully agree. I think once hopefully we'll stick to the good parts of normal and do away with the things that weren't so good. And on that note, thank you.
Thank you, Tara.
Merci beaucoup. Je t'aime.
Merci.
How do you say that? Dhanyavad, shukriya. Or how do you say that in Hebrew?
In Hebrew, Toda Rabba.
Toda Rabba.
And thank you to all the fans who've been on here early on a Sunday. It's not so early actually, but on a Sunday morning.
Yes.
And yeah.
Thank you, Kals. You really honestly have made my day, because when I asked you, it was just a random thought about the Tara Sharma show and doing it on Sunday at 11:30. And for all of you out there, Kals actually messaged this morning and she said, "We slept well. Let's do this." And I was so thrilled and amazed. And thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a super day. Bye, everyone. Stay home, stay safe, stay positive. Bye. Lots of love. Thank you, guys. That was so lovely. And Kalki is just amazing. It was so lovely chatting. And on that note, thank you all for joining. I've never seen Kalki come on a live. Was this the first time? That was so lovely of Kalki. Teenagers are amazed. What are your views on Zoom for toddlers? I'm going to answer all these questions. I'm sorry that Kalki, we ended the live, but I didn't want to keep her for too long. It was so lovely chatting with Kalki. And thank you all for joining. I will put up this video also on YouTube and on Facebook. And thank you guys for joining Tara Sharma Show TSS Lockdown Series. As soon as I have more guests, I will let you guys know. And we'll try and keep to Sunday at 11:30. But if that doesn't happen, then another day, another time. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Hira. Thank you, Divakar. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Urvashi. Thank you, Abdul. Thank you, Sangeeta. Thank you, Kavita. You both are lovely. War, these spaces, Kalki, your spoken word, and the roles you choose are so inspiring. Love from Ohio. Hey, Tara, I've seen all your episodes of the Tara Sharma Show. They are amazing. I rewatch them sometimes. Thank you. That was Indrayani, Globetrotric, saying, "Hola, ladies. Lots of love to you both and your families." Thank you, guys. So on that note, have a fabulous day. Are you reading the Dr. Spock books? So bye. And I will ask Kalki that. I'm sorry I couldn't ask everything. Couldn't keep her for too long. Ashraf is saying you are so positive, Kalki. And on that note, ta-da. Bye. Thanks for joining.